we're going to completely ignore the fact that I have these stacks of books here, because that is going to be another book haul that I'm filming after this, so pretend they're not there.
Hello friends, it is Danny, and today I am doing a HarperCollins Frenzy Presents haul. Last year when I went in August, I did my haul and my vlog in the same video, and it was almost 20 minutes long. This time my vlog was only like 6 minutes, so if you want to watch that vlog, it's going to be linked here over my face somewhere. And I don't even think I mentioned in that vlog what I got at HarperCollins, so that is why I am doing this book haul, because I got some ARCs and some swag, and I'm going to show you what I got. What do I start with? I think y'all are most interested in the books, so I'm going to start with those. Here's a little preface to my story about these ARCs in my goodie bag. We got 4 books and a chapter sampler in the goodie bag, and then they had a wall of ARCs where we could go and take some of them. I was a good Samaritan and only took one of those ARCs. 5 books and 1 chapter sampler. I'm gonna go with the chapter sampler first because it's on the very top. I got a chapter sampler of Zenith by Sasha Ellsberg and Lindsay Cummings. It's kind of exciting because Sasha's already a booktuber and Lindsay is technically a booktuber, but she's also like an author before her booktuber thing happened, I think. But how many pages is it? It's the first, I think it's the first few chapters. It's like 65 pages long, and I'm very excited to read it because I actually am very interested in their book that they've been writing. I've been following like all of their like videos about it, so it's just kind of exciting that I got this because I feel like I relate to Sasha a little bit just because I'm a booktuber too. Speaking of booktubers, I had the greatest pleasure of meeting a fellow booktuber, which is Ariel Bissett, and I got a picture with her, and she's the biggest sweetheart. So Ariel, if you're watching this, thank you so much for being so nice and taking a picture with me. I also met another booktuber. I'll link her down below. Her name is Erica, and she was very nice as well. The one ARC that I took from the ARC wall that Suman had set up is It's Not Like It's a Secret by Misa Sugiura. I had heard about this book before I even got there, so I'm super excited. So this book is basically explained so well on the back as To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han meets Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda by Becky Albertalli. It's a coming of age debut from this author, and it's LGBTQ+, so that is always a great thing. As you guys know, I've recently been getting into more LGBTQ+ books as well as memoirs, so this was definitely the one that I wanted to grab. There was another one that I wanted to grab, but I was a good Samaritan and only took 1 ARC from that wall, so I have sent in an email request for that book and a bunch of other ARCs. Originally I had a different book, so I'm going to mention this one now because it's kind of confusing and I don't want to wait until the end to explain it, but originally I had Dividing Eden, which is like a YA dystopian, and I wasn't really interested in it even though the cover looked like The Hunger Games. It reminded everybody of The Hunger Games. One of my friends who was also attending the event, Mackenzie, had a copy of this book. Didn't want Dividing Eden, so we did a books for trade right there. And so she took my copy of Dividing Eden for her copy of Romancing the Throne by Nadine Jolie Courtney. This is about 2 sisters who both fall in love with a prince. And it's like, it was on my radar. I was gonna send in an ARC request, and then Mackenzie traded with me so I didn't have to. I was making a list of all of the books we were learning about, and most of them were photographed in my vlog. If you're interested in knowing what we did hear about, I had written this one down and put like 10 million emojis after it to get it. So now I don't even have to send in an ARC request, and look how cute the cover is. I forgot to mention, but both It's Not Like It's a Secret and Romancing the Throne are out in May of 2017. This one I wasn't really sure what to do with. I was gonna try and trade it, but I didn't know what book I would trade it for, and I think a bunch of us actually did get it, so maybe I'll do a books for trade with this one, or maybe I'll read it. I'm not sure yet, but I have a copy here of Me and Me by Alice Coopers. This book is about a girl who has to decide who to save when 2 people are drowning. There's a little girl who's drowning and a really hot guy that she likes, and they're both drowning, and she has to choose one to save. So this book is kind of like a mirrored image, so it follows both the perspectives of if she had saved the little girl and if she had saved the really hot guy that she likes. And this one comes out in April. The next book, everybody that was there got a copy in their swag bag, which made me so happy because we had heard about it. And then I was like, okay, I'm obviously gonna send in a request for this because I was so interested in when I heard about it in August. And then I found out we had a copy in the swag bags. So I was like, dreams come true, and that is Ramona Blue by Julie Murphy. So this book is about a girl named Ramona. When she was 5 years old, her family was living in one of the towns that got hit by Hurricane Katrina, so her whole life changed. And Ramona's one of the only 2 lesbians in her town. Is it in her town? Yes, in her small town. She's 6 feet tall and she has blue hair. So I related to her up until a few weeks ago. I'm still kind of missing my blue hair, for those of you that are wondering how I'm feeling about that. And then she starts developing feelings for a guy, which kind of makes her question everything because she thought she was a lesbian and maybe she's not. So I was like, again, LGBTQ+, I was 10 out of 10 looking forward to getting this. And it's a lot thicker than I thought it would be, even though it's only like 300 pages. Almost 400 now. And this is also coming out in May. The last book that I have to haul is really exciting because it was one of the other ones that on my list I had put like 17,000 emojis beside it because that's how bad I wanted it, and I was gonna send in an ARC request, but I don't have to now. And that is I See London, I See France by Sarah Milnowski. This says it's on sale 7/11/2017. Summer romance, summer road trip, 10 out of 10, needed to have. Got it in my swag bag, made me so happy. So I was super excited to get all of those. But then I was also really, really excited because every time I've gone to Harper now, which is twice, we get like the full swag bag, so you get ARCs, but then you also get like bookish swag. And you guys tell I'm like still not over the fact that I get to go to these kinds of things because like it still blows my mind. The first thing I think everybody that went and looked in their swag bag at the event was excited about is this print. There we go. And it's like a really thick document letter, like award style paper. And it's an entire, there we go. It's an entire map of the world of Red Queen, which, spoiler alert, I haven't read yet, but I do own a copy of, so nobody judge me. I feel like this is something I want to frame before I try and put it up on my book wall, just because it's such a nice quality paper that I don't want to stick it with thumbtacks and then ruin it. Then I have this poster, which says, "Let's get lit." And it has all of the books from this HarperCollins Frenzy Presents and a couple from last time. I'm running out of room on my book wall though. Here's the thing, I had to make the executive decision to say no to an offer to go see an advanced screening of this movie. So everybody be proud of me because I made the decision because of school. Another poster, which is a poster for Before I Fall, and I was invited to go see this movie early and I had to say no, and it broke my heart. Although it looks super good from what I've seen of the trailer. So then if you guys remember last time I was talking about how it was really cool that they printed off the book covers for all of the books that they were talking about and then put them on like a poster board with a back kickstand and everything. And last time I got the copy of Fireworks by Katie Contugno. Yeah, and we talked about that book again, which I have an ARC of over there. If you haven't watched my What's in Danny's mailbox from a while ago when Suman sent it to me, that was one of the books I got from sending in an ARC request. Back to the poster boards though, the 2 that I snagged this time. I finally got my copy of The Upside of Unrequited by Becky Albertalli. Super excited. I was desperately trying to get the one last time, but then somebody snagged it before I could get to it. So when they said we could start taking them, I looked at my friend Nova and I'm like, I'm going to take it. I'm running to take it. So I literally ran over to where it was and grabbed it. And while I was there, I also grabbed one that caught my eye, which I've sent in an ARC request for, and that is The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue, Mackenzie Lee. And I grabbed it because look how beautiful his face is. I needed that face in my life, on my wall. So that's what I got. I was really tempted to ask if I could take the Upside of Unrequited's bunting. I didn't, but I should have. I also ended up getting a copy of Ramona Blue for my dad. Like last time I got a copy of Kenneth Opal's Every Hidden Thing for him. So this time he got a copy of Ramona Blue. And he said I'm going to be hooked by page 2 because she has blue hair and the name Max and Tyler both appear in the book. And Max is my dad's name and Tyler is my fiance's name. So I'm already hooked and I haven't even read it yet. And then the last few things I have put into this Smashbox makeup bag. And I think there was supposed to be like a mascara in here, but my swag bag didn't come with that. But I'm okay with that because I still have my tube of mascara from last time. Because I'm a makeup hoarder and I don't throw out my makeup when I'm supposed to because I'm a rebel. So the first thing I have is, hey look, it's you! It's a Before I Fall mirror. Technically, if I had a locker that wasn't made of wood, I could have used this in my locker. But since I don't, I think I'm just gonna like prop it up on my bookshelf somewhere or on my wall somewhere. Then I have a bunch of like mini posters which I use to hang up on my book wall. I have a mini poster of Me and Me by Alice Cooper's. I think the back sides are cool too because they have like quotes from the book, but I always put it on the cover side. I have one for The Hate You Give, which today is its book birthday. This is by Angie Thomas, and the cool thing was Angie Thomas and Julie Murphy made a video for everybody that was there. And then I have a mini one for The Valiant by Leslie Livingston. Postcards, and they're Before I Fall, so it says you better catch me before I fall. And then it's like a selfie of the characters. And the last thing I have are buttons. These made me like so happy because there are 2 upside of unrequited buttons in here. Last time I got buttons for Replica and Every Hidden Thing, and I think those are on my Batman backpack. So these will go on there too. I have a button from Ramona Blue, The Hate You Give, which I actually have read and reviewed. If you want to see that review, it'll be linked down below. This is the book that I traded, but I have one for Dividing Eden. And does that not remind you of the Hunger Games, like the chair that PETA sits in that one movie trailer for Mockingjay? The last 2 buttons and the last thing of this haul are 2 buttons from The Upside of Unrequited by Becky Albertalli. And this one makes me too happy. Like, I'm probably just gonna put this on my backpack and wear it to school. Not gonna lie. Or maybe I'll find a way to put my buttons on like a paper or something and then put it on my wall. That is everything that I got at this Frenzy Presents. Like I said, if you guys want to see the vlog, it'll be linked down below and it'll be linked somewhere over my face. I had so much fun. It was so great to see all of the people that I had met from August and a couple new faces. And I look forward to going again. So that is it for this haul, you guys. The next one is going to be a birthday book haul, which, as you can see, is going to be hella long. And I guiltily bought 2 more books to add to that haul tonight, so oops. After that, it'll probably be a February wrap-up. I don't even remember how many books I've read this month, so I don't know how good that's going to go. Until then, friends, bye! Thank you for watching my video. Hope that you really enjoyed the show. Hit the subscribe button down below and go and read some books.